Shalom Israel. This is Brother Nalah for another episode of Nalahs Chamber. To get right into it, on December 10th, you had a big story of a shooting, what they usually call a mass shooting, even though only 3 people died, so I wouldn't consider it to be a massive shooting, but there was a shooting nonetheless in Jersey City, New Jersey, which is about 25-minute drive across the river in Jersey from New York. You had 2 assailants, black male and black female. One was named David Anderson. The other one was named Francine Graham. And allegedly they had assault weapons, guns. They went inside of a kosher grocery store in Jersey City and shot the grocery store, killing 3 people. And of course, this caused a whole massive swarm on that area where they locked themselves in and tried to take people hostage. And the SWAT team and the feds, the federal agents, and they even had people come over from the NYPD, the New York Police Department, to come over and handle the situation. And the 2 assailants, the man and the woman, were killed. The next day or shortly thereafter, they tried to blame it on what they call the radical black Hebrew Israelites. They tried to frame it in that way, but people that of the knowledge of truth know that was BS, and then even people that are not in the truth can see that was BS because the media never had any solid story. If you notice, when they have sometimes these shootings, they never even go in these people's backgrounds. You never see family members. You don't get too many details about them personally, videos of them talking or whatever. So it was a weak attempt, but it was weak yet powerful, because it's not even whether it's true or not, it's the fact that you put it out there on a massive level like that, because most people are simple and they heard what they hear on the news, they take as the gospel truth. And anyone knows that's been around the truth or been in the truth understands that, particularly in the One West doctrine, or camps that are rooted from the One West school, all the camps you can name, what they call, unfortunately, the alphabet camps, but camps that derive from One West school in Harlem, Hebrew Israelite school, that nobody ever taught to shoot anybody, or even the heathen nations, Amalek, so-called Jews, or Caucasians, or any other race, Asians, or Europeans, or any other Arabs, Ishmael, any other groups never were taught to plan any sort of shooting or attack. So when you know that hardcore, you know there's something fishy going on. And if I made my gut feeling is that this is all government, this is all government conspiracy. They either were agents or they were like Manchurian candidates. They were mentally programmed to carry this out. I believe even they said, the story is always changing, but from what I heard in one report, the man even had military training. So it's even more so not far-fetched that this is some Manchurian candidate where they're under CIA mind control. So I definitely, the story is constantly changing. Of course, Israel will be going into it in depth over some time, the next coming days, weeks, and months, maybe even years. But the gist of it is, don't let this scare you. Keep learning in the faith. The Most High gives us our power to take over our kingdom. It's not gonna, killing 3 people is not bringing the kingdom back. It's not doing anything. If anything, it's making it more difficult to get this word to the people. But that's what it was designed to do. It was designed as a distraction, and they see the truth, what we know to be the truth, knowing that our people are the descendants of the Most High's chosen, is to put a stain on it and to slow down the progress. But you cannot slow down what the Most High has ordained. So it's just another affliction, which there'll be many more, because we're in the last days that we have to endure. And so this is just a quick little overview of that situation. It's not in depth, and brothers, of course, will be going more in depth and have been going in depth over the next days and weeks and months. And one last thing, just like in September 11th, when you watch the original breaking news footage of September 11th, a lot of that's been scrubbed off the internet, but you saw the real truth, where people heard explosions around the building. I can't remember what building that was. It was a certain number where that building was imploded and nothing touched it. When you hear the first reaction before they can get the story together, that's where you can find the truth, or things that lead to the truth. So this last comment by an official tells it all, and I'll let that play at the end. And until next time, Shalom. Subscribe to Nalahs Chamber and stay in the truth and stay strong. Shalom, shalom.
We're not at liberty to disclose the names of any of the victims or the actors at this point. That's New Jersey law on how the investigation will. We're not at liberty to disclose the names of any of the victims or the actors at this point. That's New Jersey law on how the investigation will. Or the actors at this point.